Hey, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about Charles Darwin and his theories of social Darwinism. Okay. Charles Darwin, he was a thinker, he was a philosopher, he was a scientist, and he went around the world. He sailed on this ship called the Beagle, and he went to the Galapagos Islands and he wrote a famous book. But his theory of social Darwinism, or survival of the fittest in the animal kingdom, is going to be, praised. It's going to be looked at. Many people will take this idea of survival of the fittest, which Darwin had with animals in the animal kingdom, and they're going to try and apply it to people. And they're going to use this term, social Darwinism, to justify imperialism, to justify one race being superior over another race, and one group of people being justified in taking over other land. Okay, so social Darwinism will be used to explain why why the racist ideas, and especially why imperialism were necessary and taking over lands by stronger countries. They argue that the weaker countries, they just it was natural selection. So here's some of his things around the 1800s. Social Darwinism was based on the theories of Charles Darwin, and he was a famous scientist. And there's his picture on the left. And that's the other guy who helped him on the right. He's lesser known. The ideas of plants and animals were also applied to economics and politics. Okay, so then they took his ideas and basically said, well, if a business is strong, that business will thrive. And there will have other businesses similar to it will thrive. And on the flip side, if a business is weak and doing bad, business is going to close down and it's not going to survive. And they also put it in politics. Political parties that were strong would take over and dominate countries and dominate the basic elections. So if you had a successful political party, you'd be a winner and you'd be sticking around. And if your party was not successful, it would disappear. So social Darwinism, it was applied, and his theories were renamed survival of the fittest. And this justified all sorts of crazy policies, and especially imperialism. Businessmen, they believed that the best companies would make money, profit, sort of like capitalism, and the ineffective ones would lose money and go bankrupt. This example, let's say you start a pizzeria and you sell delicious pizza and you have good prices and everybody loves it. Your pizzeria will stay open. People will keep coming there. Then on the flip side, let's say you open a pizzeria and people get sick when they eat it. You all know if somebody's making pizza and it doesn't taste good, the word gets out that that pizzeria is bad and people will stop going there. The pizza business, people would apply Darwin's theories to it. Now, this one, people who are fit for survival would be wealthy, while the poor would remain poor because they were unfit. And we all know this is untrue, that anybody in America, if you work hard enough, you can become wealthy. So people use this to justify people being poor, and they use it to justify people being wealthy. So they also believed that some people were lesser peoples and they believed in superior races. This is not true. This is racist. This is not true. But in the 1800s, some people believe this, and this is wrong. Sometimes we do have to study incorrect ideas throughout history because we will never repeat other people's mistakes. Imperialists felt they had the right to take over weaker countries. And that was a big thing. The imperialists, because of Charles Darwin's ideas, thought they should go take over other countries. Now, social Darwinists believe it was natural for stronger countries to dominate weaker countries. And that is going to be applied to imperialism and justifying taking over other countries. Okay, so social Darwinism, it's based on Charles Darwin's scientific facts, and it's going to be applied and renamed survival of the fittest. It even